So recently, a topic has come up that I really want to talk about. I'm super passionate about it, and I'm a little bit frustrated by it. I know Derek from More Plates, More Dates and Greg said have made a video on this, but I'm so mad I'm gonna make my own video. So to give you guys some context, Chris Hemsworth's body double just had an article in Men's Health. It's about his recent body transformation and how he's been struggling to keep up with the amount of muscle that Chris Hemsworth has been putting on for his role in the upcoming Thor movie and Hulk Hogan. So I just want to start this by saying Chris Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth's body double are taking anabolic steroids so that they can secure multi-million-dollar contracts to play superheroes and monsters of men like Hulk Hogan. My biggest problem with the article is that it's so misleading just to steal your money, basically. So throughout the whole article, there's like subtle plugs about the Center app. So where they got their training, where they got the diet, it's all from the Center app. And it's like $30 a month to like subscribe to this Center app and get the workouts and diet that Chris Hemsworth and his body double are following. Right away, the pictures, the before and after pictures, it's like, yes, the guy did gain some muscle and he did lose some fat. The thing that bothers me is that the before picture, he's just slouched right over. He is under bad lighting. He's got all of his body hair on. He's got no pump. He's just standing there. And he looks good. Yeah, he's a good looking dude. But then in the after photo, he's pumped up. He's totally shaved. He's oiled up. He's under great lighting. And he's flaring his lats and he's flexing his muscles. He's got veins crawling out everywhere. And right off the bat, you're like, should you not have the same conditions in your before or after photo if you're going to be claiming that, if you're going to be taking people's money, basically? So right away, the claim is that he gained 22 pounds of lean mass at 5% body fat, which is ridiculous. There's no way he gained 22 pounds of lean mass in 8 weeks. That's one, physiologically impossible, and two, you can look at the picture and you know he hasn't. On top of this, 5% body fat, if you guys look at this picture, he's lucky to be at 10% body fat. Not even close to 5% body fat. If 5% body fat would be like Tristan Lee or like Andreas Munzer, I'll throw a photo up so you guys can see how diced these guys are, what 5% actually looks like. You know, they back up this transformation with such ridiculous claims. So they claim he was eating 4,000 calories a day, which already is way too much food if he's going to be trying to lose body fat. There's no one's losing body fat at 4,000 calories. And then that they're eating 10 meals a day. Who has time for 10 meals a day, and why? Why would you need to eat 10 meals a day? There's absolutely no advantage to eating 10 meals a day as opposed to 5 meals or, like, honestly, even 3 meals. I personally like to eat 3 meals a day with a couple snacks in between. Ronnie Coleman doesn't even eat 10 meals a day. It's ridiculous. And then their other claim is that they're training 2 to 3 times every day. So they're like spitting out these random crazy numbers to make it seem like they're just working harder than everyone else, that they're doing these things that other people can't do. Because let's be honest, how many people can, 1, eat 4,000 calories a day, 2, eat 10 meals a day, and 3, go to the gym 3 times a day? Not many people can do that, and so I think that's why they're spitting out these ridiculous numbers. But none of those 3 claims are conducive to gaining muscle and growing. Like, you don't need to go to the gym more than once a day. You don't need to eat, more than 5 times a day. You don't need 4,000 calories, most likely, unless you're just a massive bodybuilder. They're trying to mislead people into thinking that they're just working harder than everybody else and that it's possible. That's what it takes to gain 22 pounds of lean mass in 8 weeks. When in reality, it takes a smart training approach where, you're eating enough calories, maybe somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 calories. How many meals you eat a day doesn't really matter. And on top of that, they're cycling a shit ton of anabolic steroids. Chris has to try and get as big as Hulk Hogan for this role. So, what choice does he have? Of course he's going to be cycling anabolic steroids. Hulk Hogan was on a ton of anabolic steroids. That's how he got so huge. And Chris has to look half as good as that. Mind you, Chris has great genetics. He might be able to give a good representation of Hulk Hogan, but he's not going to be Hulk Hogan in the time span he has, for sure. But the last thing that really pisses me off is they're advertising these workouts and these diets from their Center app, which you pay money to subscribe so you can get them. And they're saying that this transformation is due to those workouts, and those workouts that they're showing from that app, they're just these workouts that appeal to the general population but have no place in maximizing your muscle building efforts. They're showing Chris Hemsworth doing like a goblet squat with a 15-pound dumbbell and then doing bear crawls. It's like no one's gaining mass from bear crawls or even goblet squats with 15-pound dumbbell. Like, no one's gaining, surely not 22 pounds of mass. If you were to jump on steroids and you had good genetics and you killed yourself in the gym, smashing heavy ass weights, working your ass off, you'd be lucky to gain 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Like, extremely blessed to get 10 pounds in 8 weeks. So yeah, I just wanted to point out that, like, it's so hard to educate the public on these kinds of things and what our bodies are capable of, and, how to gain muscle, how to eat right, because all these celebrities with way bigger platforms are advertising lies and bullshit so that they can take your money and get more rich and more famous. Meanwhile, the people at the bottom, people like me who don't have any money and aren't taking your money, are trying to educate you and tell you, how it is. It's one thing to leave out your anabolic use, Chris, and your body double, Bobby, I think his name is, but to totally mislead people with their diet and their training and your transformation and your body fat, it's evil almost. Like, how you're robbing people, you're taking people's money and selling them false promises and empty dreams. Anyways, I'm really salty about the topic. I hope that you guys know better. I hope you guys don't fall for that shit. I hope none of you guys have a subscription to the Center app, because I can guarantee you it's a load of shit. You're never going to look like Chris Hemsworth. You're never going to look like Thor following the workouts on that shitty app. Peace.